반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
While everything was going on at Jongno Yulje Hospital, a lot of people were also paying attention to the story of Oh Joo-young, who was having a hard time trying to have a baby. Since the end of the series was getting close, everyone was hoping that Joo-young would finally succeed and become a mom. The story begins with Joo-young sitting in her living room talking on the phone with the fertility clinic. She held the phone tightly, clearly nervous but hopeful. The clinic staff told her that 2 eggs had been fertilized successfully this time and both embryos were in great condition. That meant there was a good chance for a successful implantation soon. Joo-young was overwhelmed with emotion and thanked the staff tearfully. She said how happy and grateful she felt, especially after all the difficulties and heartbreak she had gone through over the years. Someone, her husband, gently asked if there was good news. Joo-young smiled and shared that the clinic had called and told her both embryos were in good shape and the implantation would happen soon. She got emotional as she remembered how hard the past few years had been with each failed attempt. But this time, she felt things might finally go right. Yi-young was so happy that she started crying too. She got excited thinking about becoming an aunt and said they should start thinking about baby names already. Later in the car, Yi-young and Do-won were heading to work. Yi-young was still emotional, saying how excited she was to become the best aunt ever. She imagined holding the baby's little hand and playing together. Do-won smiled and agreed she would be the best aunt. He also said he was looking forward to seeing the baby and even going shopping for toys together. Yi-young said she hoped to be the one to help deliver her sister's baby, especially since she was an obstetrician gynecologist. She didn't want to miss that special moment and told Do-won he should be there too. He nodded and promised to be there. Then, out of nowhere, Yi-young asked Do-won when he wanted to get married and have kids. Do-won was caught off guard and didn't know how to answer at first, but admitted that having kids someday sounded nice. He was flustered but couldn't help smiling. Yi-young laughed and said she felt the same. She imagined playing ball with their future child and said it would be so cute. Her cheerful smile made Do-won blush even more. He whispered to himself that she really knew how to throw him off, but also admitted that the thought of having a baby made his heart flutter. Yi-young playfully asked if they were thinking the same thing and teased him. Do-won laughed and told her that she had to take responsibility for making his heart race like that. Then, Yi-young gently held his hand and the two shared a sweet and warm moment together as they drove. Later at the hospital, Yi-young was busy taking care of patients. During a short break, she went to see Professor Jongmin and told him about her sister's good news. She was so happy and said it finally felt like there was hope after years of struggle. Professor Jongmin congratulated her and reminded her of the things Joo-young should be careful about after the embryo implantation. He even offered to gather some helpful information for her. He told her to bring Joo-young to the hospital right away if anything unusual happened and to contact him directly if needed. Yi-young thanked him sincerely and asked if she should reach out with questions in the future. He smiled and said of course. As Yi-young left the office, she ran into her friend Nam-kyung in the hallway. Nam-kyung noticed how happy she looked and asked if something good had happened. Yi-young told her about her sister's news and how excited she was about the baby. She even invited Nam-kyung to join them on a picnic once the baby was born, saying it would be the cutest outing ever. Nam-kyung clapped her hands and said she'd love to go too.
'Cause you are beautiful.